Water is a crucial resource for economic and social development. Water is vital to the survival of everything on the planet. Consider your own life. Where does your water come from? What assurance do you have that the water source will continue to supply you with fresh water for the next decade? Water serves many important roles. For instance, it's a universal solvent for most components of the environment, including plant nutrients and our body fluids. It influences plant growth and production of agricultural goods and food security. Other uses of water include domestic and household use, wastewater treatment, industrial use, irrigation, recreation, tourism, watering of livestock, and drinking. I hope I've mentioned most of the uses that are relevant to your locality. Have I missed anything? How much water do we have on Earth? The Earth might seem like it has abundant water, but in fact, less than 1% is available for human use. The world's total water supply is about 332.5 million meters cubed. And of this water, over 96% is saline. So you're left with about 4%. And out of this 4%, over 68% is locked up in ice and glaciers. Another 30% of fresh water is in the ground. It is not available for human use. The remaining 2% is surface water, which is found in rivers, swamps, lakes, and other reservoirs. Hence, the fresh surface water for people use is less than 1% of the total water, and this is not evenly distributed. It is important to note that the water cycle plays a key role in moving water from one state to the other and hence replenishing the water sources. We must be careful here to note that with very little water available for our own use, we must avoid our wicked ways in the environment, which make these amounts to dwindle. What wicked ways are done to our water resources? Several human activities could be attributed to degradation of both surface and underground water. One of the wicked ways that is happening to our water resources is catchment degradation. And this could be attributed to population pressure, where people settle within the catchments. They demand for land to settle and grow food. And if this is not handled sustainably, it leads to deforestation, poor farming practices such as overgrazing, overcultivation, forest excision for settlements, wood fuel, illegal logging, and human encroachment. Wanton removal of vegetation cover results in increased runoff, flash flooding, reduced infiltration, erosion, and siltation. Catchment degradation can also be caused by excessive abstraction of surface and groundwater, soil erosion causing turbidity and siltation, high nutrient levels causing eutrophication of lakes and other reservoirs, pollution from toxic chemicals, including agricultural pesticides and heavy metals, unsustainable agricultural practices, which lead to downstream eutrophication and sedimentation. Agricultural and urban development causes pollution from point and diffuse sources. These wicked things have diverse impacts to our water resources. For example, pollution causes health hazards such as waterborne diseases and destruction of ecosystems. It also causes, our wicked waste also cause disappearance of some seasonal rivers and falling water levels of some permanent rivers. It also causes reduced food security, damage to fisheries, reduced hydropower generation, adversely affects biodiversity, reduces industrial capacity through increased costs for cleaning the pollutants. Floods also cause loss of life through drowning or diseases such as diarrhea and cholera through contamination with fecal material. Flooding in the farmlands influences food security through waterlogging. So, what should we do in terms of environmental education? Environmental education must address the three realms, that is, environment, social, and economic aspects of water resources. Environmental education should be implemented in a locally relevant and culturally appropriate fashion. It must go beyond presentation of information to helping learners to address the challenges through taking relevant and appropriate action. It should facilitate learners to think and act to alleviate water resource challenges affecting the society. It must enable learners to collect and analyze information, make good judgment, and participate in changing their social ecological contexts. It must enable learners to nurture positive attitudes and gain competencies in action skills for sustainability.